Good evening and welcome to Northbeat. I'm Alyssa Mosier. Well, it was a journey that twice crossed the Atlantic and spanned a century. An Inuit kayak was perhaps the centerpiece of a collection of historical Indigenous items returned this weekend by the Vatican. It and others originating here in Canada's north have now been unveiled. Juanita Taylor reports.
All eyes at the media event were on a white sheet covering the ancient sealskin kayak here at the Museum of History in Gatineau.
Wayne and Daryl, do you want to be honest?
The century-old kayak is still in very good condition. Its waterproof stitching is still intact, a wooden frame still holding it together, showing its journey to the Vatican from the Western Canadian Arctic 100 years ago and back was handled with great care. Inuit Kanatami President Natan Obed was also there for the reveal.
This kayak would have been used for beluga hunting. This would have been one of the most essential tools that an Inuit hunter would have to be able to care for himself and his community.
Other items in today's reveal include a water pouch, a needle case, a hunter's toolkit, and an ulu. These items, including the kayak, will stay at the Museum of History until a museum is built in the north that can preserve them. And when that will be, it's not known yet. Juanita Taylor, CBC News, Gatineau.
Well, with the items now returned, attention does turn to what comes next. Inuit Kanatami President Natan Obed says Inuit leaders will work together with museums to identify the origins of the artifacts. Here's more from today's press conference.
In the next phase, we are going to convene an Inuit working group to understand the breadth and the provenance of each of the other items that we have that are allocated or that have Inuit provenance. We want to understand where some of those items came from, what communities they belong to, and we are working through the Inuit Kanatami to do that. We also have a wonderful partnership with the Museum of History, and they have been very gracious throughout, not only to share their space, such as here this morning, but also to be able to keep these items for us and keep them in a secure location, but also allow access for us and really are waiting for our direction on how to proceed next. When the kayak was unboxed yesterday, I'm sure that there were some people who are curators who might have been quite aghast at us touching the item, lifting it up, handling the paddle. And I think this is also something as a part of reconciliation. The norms that you have for your institutions are not necessarily the norms that we have in our society about how we respect our living history, our items of cultural significance. The ways in which we connect are often very literally physically, to touch and to feel, to have that unbroken connection between something that was made 100 years ago to the practice that still exists today. So I believe the museum is on a learning journey with us, and I believe that we are on a learning journey about our own place in Inuit society from time immemorial to present and into the future.
That was Inuit Kanatami President Natan Obed speaking this morning at a press conference at the Canadian Museum of History in Gatineau, Quebec. The city of Yellowknife has passed its 2026 budget following a council meeting Monday night. The budget allocates over $500,000 for a new and more accessible set of stairs for Pilots Monument. The existing set was damaged after a vehicle collision this past summer. It also sets aside money for 2 new municipal officer positions to patrol downtown and for a new loader-mounted snowblower to improve the efficiency of snow removal around the city. With this budget comes a 3.7% hike to property taxes next year. It's lower than the 7% first predicted in the draft budget last month, thanks to budget readjustments and carbon tax revenue sharing.
You look around the country right now, there's property tax increases of upwards of 10% in some parts of the country, in BC and Ontario. So I'm pretty proud of our council for really focusing in on those strategic and work plan items and, making sure Yellowknife's ready for all of the potential opportunity ahead of us, but at the same time not stretching ourselves too thin.
Some municipal fees will also go up in 2026 across city services and facilities. Burial plot fees, land applications, and parking meter fees will all see a jump. The minister responsible for the Nunavut Housing Corporation is providing more insight into the recent subsidy announcement for homeowners in the territory. For the first time, the Canada Nunavut Housing Benefit is offering financial assistance to homeowners. $600 will be provided per house per month. The announcement was made last week. The minister says the high cost of living in the territory is a major reason for the funding.
The price of fuel is rising. The utilities are quite expensive in some of our communities, and ensuring that individuals have access to the supports to remain in their home. The applications are now open. And the benefit really gives families and elders more stability and breathing room within their monthly budgets.
The total pool of money in the program is $6 million, and it will be available through to 2028. Homeowners employed by the territory or those receiving territorial support are not eligible. Applicants must also be below the income threshold specific to their community. A full list of requirements is available on the Nunavut Housing Corporation's website. The federal government is stepping in to help Kugaaruk, Nunavut, while the community grapples with a state of emergency. The hamlet declared the emergency Sunday after seawater infiltrated its water treatment plant. Today, the Minister of Emergency Management and Community Resilience approved federal support. Eleanor Olszewski says the feds are working with multiple levels of government and the Canadian Armed Forces to help with transporting, distributing, and pumping drinking water. This hour, the Nunavut Department of Health is advising all residents of Kugaaruk not to consume tap water until further notice. This includes boiled water or water filtered through commercially sold filters, such as Brita filters and other systems. Tap water may still be used for laundry, cleaning, and showers. For those who are collecting water from traditional or untreated water sources such as lakes or rivers, it is necessary to continue to boil this water. Well, after losing its iconic church in the fall, Colville Lake, Northwest Territories is looking for a new place to gather for Christmas. Our Lady of the Snows burned down in September. Many community members would have attended Christmas Mass at the church. Now, people are expected to gather at the community's gym. As it's the only other place that's big enough. The Bishop of the Mackenzie-Fort Smith Diocese has voiced his support for residents since the church burned down. He says there's an appetite for a new church in the Northwest Territories.
They really do want to rebuild something. They want something that they can dedicate as a place where they can celebrate community events and their faith. And so I would say they are passionate. They're wanting to see something happen.
Details on a timeline or cost for a new church are still unclear. In a follow-up to CBC, RCMP say their investigation into the church fire did not uncover enough evidence to lay arson charges. Their investigation closed on November 17th. Police say the fire marshal's office could not determine the cause of the fire either. Schools in Yukon may soon have a cell phone ban, but it's unclear exactly what that will look like. During Monday's throne speech, the territorial government renewed its promise to ban cell phones in schools. The teachers' union is still waiting for details, but it likes the idea.
We all know cell phones and social media are, the culprit or the medium for a lot of bullying. If we can get students to put their phones away during the course of the school day, I think it'll foster a more positive school environment. I know when I was a principal, I was dealing with cell phones. It's even more rampant now.
There's currently no date set for the start of the phone ban. The Yukon government tabled a supplementary budget in the Legislative Assembly this afternoon. The territory's budget surplus has dropped from $82 million in the spring to just $12.7 million now. Higher spending on wildfires, highways, public works, and health and social services were behind the change. Virginie Ann has more.
This is the first budget, a supplementary budget rather than a full one from the new territorial government. It outlines spending for the next few months. However, Premier Curry Dixon was quick to emphasize that it does not necessarily reflect his party priorities.
We largely feel that this isn't our budget. This is the budget of the previous government. This reflects the spending, the decisions that they made from the spring of this year to now, and it provides a sufficient amount of funding to get us into the spring sitting in March, when we can actually pass our own budget. Between now and then, there's a few short-term priorities that we think we can act on.
The budget includes more funding for wildfire response, for the healthcare system to increase bed capacity, among other things, and additional funding to advance infrastructure projects with the city of Whitehorse. There's also money to help Yukoners with high electricity bills. The government introduced with this budget a new affordability rate relief program. And this is a timely issue. The territory is currently going through a cold snap, minus 41 today here in Whitehorse, and we can expect Yukoners to crack that heat up all week. So, with power rates in the Yukon set to increase by 10% in January, will the $1.6 million set aside for the relief program be enough? Well, official opposition leader Kate White doesn't think so.
So up to $26 and a couple cents for everyone with a power bill. From what I heard from Yukoners when I was knocking on doors, that's not going to be enough to offset those costs. But the reality is Yukon energy and our ability in Yukon to produce enough energy that we need is really vulnerable.
Dixon said he's contemplating asking Ottawa to extend the territory's borrowing limit to build the energy infrastructure that's needed to address the aging systems. Meanwhile, the government says the territory's net debt is slightly better than anticipated. It's down by $18 million since the spring. MLAs will debate the budget in the upcoming days. Virginie Ann, CBC News, Whitehorse.
A new national survey shows more Canadians are finding family doctors, but timely care and access for all remains a real challenge. Health reporter Christine Burak has the details.
Canadians want someone looking out for their care. Now more are finding it through a family doctor.
So I think the big things in Canada are getting better.
A new national report examining the primary care system suggests 81% of those surveyed now have a family doctor or nurse practitioner. 3 years ago, it was 77%. Despite the progress, roughly 5.9 million Canadians are still waiting, including Rodrigo Martinez, who lost a doctor he waited over 2 years for in Ontario when he moved to Quebec.
It's very troublesome and worrisome, mostly because aside from myself, I have 2 kids and I have to worry about their future as well.
But even those with a family doctor reported challenges accessing care. Just over a third of Canadians said they could get a same or next day appointment. And
there are some concerning trends in the demographics in terms of what we're seeing in terms of the groups who seem to have better access than others.
Data reveals gaps, including more women than men having regular care. And income matters. Among high earners, 84% have care. Those earning a lot less, it's closer to 70%.
If you don't have the opportunity to have access to the same family physician over time where you can develop that relationship and trust, it can be very difficult for people to want to access the healthcare system for the care they need, particularly for preventative care.
The survey also found 11% of those without a doctor paid out of pocket for appointments, something that shouldn't be happening under the Canada Health Act.
This is something that should be publicly covered. So to me, this is a real indication that we need to do better.
While provinces like Ontario, Manitoba, and Nova Scotia are now investing in team-based care to take on more patients, Canadians surveyed gave the primary care system overall 3 stars out of 10. Christine Burak, CBC News, Toronto.
Confirmed measles case at the Edmonton International Airport has prompted a public health warning. An alert from Alberta Health Services says the exposure happened last Tuesday, December 2nd, on a flight from Toronto to Edmonton. Those traveling on the Air Canada Flight 171 arriving at 7:10 in the evening may have been exposed. Anyone in the baggage claim area that evening between 7:10 and 9:45 is also at risk. People who may have been exposed should monitor for symptoms, review their vaccination records, and stay home if they fall ill. Symptoms of measles include cough, runny nose, high fever, and rash.
CBC Yellowknife is opening its doors on December 12th. Meet the people behind your community news during Trailbreaker and Trails End. Enjoy live music, grab a bite to eat, and watch our radio hosts go live from 6 to 9 a.m. and 4 to 6:30 p.m. Record a holiday video greeting for Northbeat and help make the season kind by bringing a non-perishable food item to support Food Rescue Yellowknife. See you on December 12th at CBC North in Yellowknife.
The committee behind the Arctic Winter Games says recent changes to the game's schedule will be beneficial to the host city. Last week, officials announced the games will happen every 3 years. That's a change from the current 2-year schedule. The president of the Arctic Winter Games International Committee says 3 years is an ideal length of time for host cities to prepare.
You have to allow enough time for a host society to be created and put together all the pieces that it takes to actually put on an Arctic Winter Games. And so we acknowledge and commend them for stepping up, saying we're interested, but now that's a decision at the government levels for people in power, in control of funding, to make that decision. So realistically, 2028 is probably too soon, but 2029 is extremely viable.
Rada says the committee is now talking with the Alberta government about hosting the next game set for 2029. New legislation could mean the end of an online Indigenous education course that lawyers in Alberta have been required to take since 2021. Terry Trembath has that story.
Alberta's lawyers have to take an Indigenous education course to be a member of the province's law society. The PATH, a 5 to 6 hour online course, has been mandatory since 2021. It's tied to the 94 calls to action laid out as part of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It urges law societies to require education on the history and legacy of residential schools. But new legislation could change that. Under Bill 14, introduced last week, the Law Society of Alberta must limit the training it requires, and it must comply with the restrictions imposed in the new Regulated Professions Neutrality Act, which passed last month. It says regulators can't require cultural competency, unconscious bias, or diversity, equity, and inclusion training. This lawyer says it's a huge step backwards.
Alberta was a leader. Other provinces look to us to say, look, Alberta did this and the sky didn't fall. Everybody was okay. And they learned, and it really is just an opportunity to be better, but able to provide better services to protect our clients.
This isn't the first time the PATH has been challenged. In 2023, a group of 50 lawyers petitioned to remove a rule that allowed the Law Society to mandate legal education. More than 2/3 voted against that. Lightning says this legislation is disheartening, but she'll keep pushing for progress.
I'm looking forward to solutions and how we can keep that bar at this level and how we can continue to honor those calls to action.
The Law Society has so far declined to comment. It says it needs to review the new legislation. Terry Trembath, CBC News, Calgary.
The federal government has introduced a new bill that seeks to toughen laws targeting crimes against women and children. It's being billed as one of the most consequential set of changes to the criminal code in decades. The CBC's Kate McKenna has the details.
Canada's Justice Minister ushering in a sweeping piece of legislation aimed at helping victims.
It's clear that public safety has become a major priority for the Government of Canada. And of course, that responds to the fact that public safety is a major priority for Canadians.
Bill C-16 targets violence against women, from criminalizing the distribution of sexual deepfakes to making all murder motivated by hate first degree, including femicide.
I think that Minister Fraser has truly listened to what survivors have been saying. I think that the bill, it's very broad, but it has systematically addressed every aspect of the work that needs to be done to actually start the work of eradicating gender-based violence.
The bill would also crack down on online sextortion targeting kids. It would create an offense of recruiting youth into crime and would also strengthen mandatory minimum sentences for child sexual offenses.
What we are seeing today is unlike anything we have faced before. Reports of online sexual luring targeting Canadian children have surged to unprecedented levels.
The Justice Minister also says Ottawa will restore more than a dozen mandatory minimum sentences already ruled unconstitutional, but this time allowing some judicial discretion.
What we've seen in the decisions that the Supreme Court has made that have struck down routinely each of the mandatory minimums is that there was no provision to recognize that there may be circumstances where the penalty would be grossly disproportionate.
The bill also issues new guidance for how courts should deal with long waits for trials, requiring them to look at other options before ending a case due to delays. Kate McKenna, CBC News, Ottawa.
In Nunavut, a group of women in Rankin Inlet recently took part in a workshop to make a kamutik. It's a traditional Inuit dog sled. The course was for women only and was offered last week by Ilitaksinik. The organization offers culture-based programs in Nunavut. One participant says she hadn't made a kamutik since high school, and the course was very interesting.
I highly recommend that any Inuit woman take this program because you get to learn a lot from your instructors or the person that helps, because there's different ways of building a kamutik.
Another participant says the women worked like a team and that made it more fun.
We all got together and helped each other out, which made it easier. We watched our instructor, Simeon, he told us how to do it, and then from there we picked it up and we're able to work on them ourselves.
The group says they learned a lot and plan to test the new kamutiks soon. Well, Yukon is colder than normal for December, and according to Environment Canada, it's not going to warm up for a while. A meteorologist with Environment Canada says Yukon is almost 20 degrees below the seasonal average. The town of Mayo was the coldest spot in Canada today at minus 46 degrees. Temperatures are forecasted to warm up by the weekend, but only slightly.
These next few days are definitely going to be the coldest. So as we look into the weekend and see those temperatures kind of rise up a little bit, what we can also expect is as you look into kind of the next week and honestly the week after, these cold air masses are going to persist. So we can expect after you look into the weekend, into early next week, temperatures will start to fall again.
Dosange is reminding Yukoners to dress warmly while venturing out. In these temperatures, exposed skin is vulnerable to frostbite within minutes. It's also important not to leave pets outside for long periods. This is 3-year-old Marina Kutuk. She is learning to dog sled with her cousin, 13-year-old Tukak Gordon. Marina's dad is Charlie Arnatuk. He was the first place winner at the 2025 Ivakak dog team races. Well, that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, you can head to our website, cbc.ca/north. Before we let you go, we have some pictures from the 2025 Middle School Badminton Championship in Yellowknife. Over 200 athletes from across the Northwest Territories came together this past weekend, with teams traveling from the South Slave, North Slave, and Sahtu regions. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alyssa Mosier. Have a good night.